Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry site, and today we're here with Yann Le Pottier. He is the managing director at Grimaud Frères. So thanks very much for being with me today, Yann.
Thanks, Sarah. Welcome.
Very good. And today, Yann and I are at the 2026 IPPE in Atlanta, Georgia. Very chilly Atlanta, Georgia this year. And we're going to start with an overview of your business. Tell us a little bit about your company.
Yeah, our company is dedicated to genetic selection and breeding of different species, waterfowls, so like ducks and geese. But we have also all the family like Guinea fowls and pigeons for meat that we supply all over the world. The company is now more than 60 years old, and we supply the market all over the world for all this family business that we are proud to supply all over the different continent, and especially North America.
Sounds good. Very good. And what's the most critical change the global waterfowl industry must make in the next decade to stay competitive and sustainable, Yann?
One of the key points for the future is for sure to keep a good sanitary level of the products. Of course, the birds, but the meat at the end for the consumer will be always a key point that we'll have to improve if possible, or to maintain at least. The second key point will be always to have good production cost, to maintain a low cost. Otherwise, the consumer will escape from our products. Like for any products, it must be acceptable at the price, acceptable price for the consumer to buy it. And those are certainly the two key points that we have to keep in mind for the next decades. And on top of that, it's always together with that, I would say, to listen to the consumer demands. Maybe they will have to ask a different portion size, different presentation. So the whole branch will have to work on these topics for listening the market all the time for now and the next decades.
Very good. I'm just curious. I've heard a lot of people talk at this show about labor being a big issue. Is that an issue in your industry?
About the what?
Labor, having people, getting qualified people to work either on the farm or throughout this, the waterfowl industry.
Yeah, this is an issue in North America. Our company is based in Europe, in France. The issue is the same. And we have good people getting retired with a lot of knowledge, and we always have to train a young generation. Not easy to bring them to our market and our business, but agriculture makes sense to any people finally when they enter this business, and we have a possibility to sell our activity, to attract the new talents for that. Because every day we know, we see what we produce, and sometimes it's better than internet or things like this. So I believe in this future with the young generation.
Very good. Excellent. With volatility now a constant, from feed costs to disease to geopolitics, how should waterfowl producers rethink long-term planning?
Yeah, different topic in your question about feed volatility. Right. That's true, and raw materials are quite low today for the feed. They can increase suddenly. So what is our job on that is to improve all the time the feed conversion ratio on the meat our clients are producing. So we have to work massively on improving the FCR. About sanitary question, as I said for the beginning, it's a key point. So on sanitary issue, especially there is a question about bird flu today for all poultry. Ducks are very much concerned by this topic. We have a solution on the bird flu with the vaccination. When we have a virus for human, for any animals, the vaccine is a solution. As you may know, in France, we are using vaccination against bird flu, and this is something, because we'll never stop the virus, so I believe this is something that will come out also in North America in the long term, but when ready. And about geopolitics, so I don't know the future like anybody, but what we have to do as our company and some colleagues working the same is to stay close to our client, to set up a GP farm close to our market like this, and whenever something happen with geopolitics, with Europe, with Asia, whatever, if we have a presence locally like we have in North America, we can be close to keep the proximity with our clients and keep the business at the same time. So it's a kind of small answer, not a political answer to the geopolitics movement.
I hear that more and more from other companies, genetic companies, that having production facilities around the world is one of their strategies, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
For geopolitics, for sanitary stops between the countries, so definitely it's the solution.
It's one of
Yeah.
the strategies, right?
Yeah.
And sustainability today goes beyond carbon metrics. What role should primary breeders play in driving meaningful outcomes across the poultry value chain?
So the carbon trace is a big topic. We have to take care of that. One of the major work for genetic companies to improve the carbon trace by improving FCR, for example, because less feed consumed for 1 kilo of meat save carbons. By genetic, all the criteria we can improve on the rusticity of the birds, on even egg production of the breeders, also save some carbon. So breeding company has a key role to play on this topic, and for the past decades, the genetic company brought a lot against carbon trace, and the future will be the same. So
genetics are part of the solution, right?
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Very good. And which emerging technologies or data-driven tools do you believe will have the greatest impact on waterfowl performance in the coming years?
Many of them, but the one I would emphasize is, for example, we are using a medical CT scan for improving our breed. So every ducks we are selecting on a pedigree level only go through a CT scan to have a full image of the body composition, the meat composition, but also, for example, the bone composition. So it's really a rupture that we implemented 10 years ago already, and we are improving that with having a new CT scan arriving in the company next month. And for rusticity of the birds, by having a good bone formation, a good bone capacity, definitely we improve. The second one I would say is how to improve the FCR. We use the fire system. It's animals with tips inside. I don't know the name in English, sorry. And like this, every bird, when they go to eat, we know what quantity they eat, how long time they stay eating, and what quantity per meal. So we improve by this way with very accurate data the FCR. Which is important for production cost, carbon topics. And the last one, and the most important one probably, is all the work on genomics. Genomics is existing on the cows for already 20-30 years, on pigs for 20 years, on chicken already for more than 10 years. It is also available for ducks since 3-4 years only. We started using this technology from the beginning, as soon as the DNA of the ducks has been discovered, and by genomics we can improve all criteria by only serum samples, blood samples, and it's really impressive. But we will not stop the other measures, but it opened, of course, very much improvement, like how, as an example, but the most important one, how to improve the egg production on a line with with the female and male, but the male also bring genetic improvement. So how to improve egg production on the male? It's only through genomics that we can measure the potential egg production of a male just by blood control. So that's very lot of fun and lot of improvement to come on the genetic level with the new technology now available for us.
That's amazing. Wow. You know that some of these things are coming out, right? And that they're using them in human health, but a CT scan seems like that's more of a human health type thing that you would see versus it's great to see that technology moving into animal health. That's awesome.
Yeah, and we use artificial intelligence. We treat millions of pictures to measure the animals. It's we need the high technology, the new technology available. So it's a lot of fun to use this technology because we need a new competence in the company for the future, and improvement of breeds will be increasingly improving.
It's great to see it developing. So let's talk about animal welfare, right? It can be an issue for society and for some consumers sensitive on that criteria. What is your point of view on animal welfare, and what are your actions and developments on that topic?
Yeah, the society is waiting a lot on animal welfare point of view. So we are working on that, but not alone. We are working at the selection level. But for example, we work a lot with one of the US company, helping us a lot for improving the treatment we are practicing on the day-old birds. Like ducks, we need to apply some big treatment or claw treatment to avoid some problems on the animals when they grow. So now instead of making beak or claw trimming, which is harmful for the birds, we have treatment by infrared system. So it's not us to develop that, but we work with Novatech in US. They help us a lot to develop that in ducks. Another big action we implemented in France, because it's specific to some types of ducks, the mule duck or the Muscovy ducks that are existing also in North America, but that are used much more in Europe, I would say, is the innovosexing technology.
Right.
So in those production, we are not using much the female of this Muscovy and mule duck. And so we developed 2 years ago and implemented, and it's already in application, the innovosexing in the hatchery. So like this at hatching, we have only males. It's existing also in the layer breed, not in our company, but this is what we have been able to do on our product, the ducks, with the innovosexing. And probably some other answer later, but the main one have been those two, the treatment on the day-old birds and the innovosexing that we are proud to, and also using new technology that were not available 10 years ago. So.
Right. Last year at this show, it was all about innovosexing. That was what everybody was talking about, and it's been a nice addition to the industry, right, to have access to that technology. So looking to 2035, what does success look like for the waterfowl industry, and what responsibility do industry leaders carry in achieving that?
For the next 10 years, I will come back to the topic of bird flu, which is a concern for ducks. For me, vaccination will be something that will have to be implemented in the future to save a lot of production, to save disaster for some farmers sometimes. So in the coming 10 years, it's my guess, I believe we'll vaccinate much more the ducks, probably the layer, maybe the turkey, which are birds quite sensitive to bird flu, and to save the neighbor production like chicken, which are much less sensitive. But also the cow is something we hear about in North America. That's one thing. The other thing is improving the production cost, I said that. So the production cost by improving the FCR, but the rusticity of the birds, the good conformation, the bone composition, all these topics are very important, and take care the carbon, take care the animal welfare. All this we have to manage and to take care everything of that, and it's our responsibility for all company present here for being here in 10 years, no doubt. So we'll work on all those topics.
Fantastic. And our last question, your company is also an actor in guinea fowls and pigeon industry. As you indicated to us in the introduction, what are the challenges and the perspectives for these species?
The challenges are similar in terms of production cost, sanitary things. For all our breed, like the ducks, the geese, and then the guinea fowls and pigeon, we cannot copy the chicken for our breed. We have to maintain the difference, the different characteristic of the meat in terms of quality, but on taste. So for us, we have to take care to maintain this different taste, this particularity of the guinea fowls. Yeah. We supply the guinea fowls to one of our clients in Pennsylvania. They love this quality of meat, which is lean and tasty. The same in pigeon that we supply in Canada. Our pigeon with one of our pigeon, it replaced 2 pigeons that they were producing before, because a lot of meat on our pigeons, so better productivity, but also good quality for the consumers, but keeping always the flavor. So this is our concern for all our family behind me, and we are taking care of that on top of. Just we don't want to copy the chicken. We want to be different, to propose something different than the chicken. Even I love the chicken, nothing against the chicken, but the consumer need to have a different choice. We are here for that, to propose that to the farmer and to the consumer.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Yann, for all the information today. It was really a delight to visit with you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have this discussion with you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry Site.